Coming up next, friends, right now, Francious Menard is a highly sought-after expert in mental performance coaching. He coaches elite athletes like Tessa Virtue. We love her, just to name a few. Cirque du Soleil. So many Olympians, so many athletes. He's here to talk about his amazing new book called Train Your Brain Like an Olympian and reveal his top 4 secrets to mental resilience, something we all need more than ever. Good morning. How are you, Jean?
Good morning, Dina. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I love this book. I just told you during the break. I love all your diagrams. They're easy to understand. The illustrations, they're so easy when you look at them to break down, and they resonate. So talk about your incredible experience and how you've come to this place.
Well, I've always been an athlete myself, and then it was just normal to study in sports. So I did my undergrad in kinesiology and then did my master's in sports psychology, and then started my PhD in sports psychology as well. Did about 1.5 years, and then I quit school to run away with the circus.
Yeah.
So I got offered a job with Cirque du Soleil and spent 5 great years with them from 2008 until 2013, and then started my own business in 2013 and been doing that ever since.
Yeah,
so,
you're constantly giving talks, and that's the thing. Your whole thing is it's mental as much as it is physical to reach the top of your game in life, not just for athletes, Olympians, Cirque du Soleil artists. It's for everybody. So number 1, you say remain focused in the face of distractions. There's so many distractions more than ever now.
Totally. Well, you know, the secret to be focused, Dina, is to clear the way, is to limit distractions around us. So the tip I would give to people, especially that work from home, is think of your working environment. Like if you're supposed to be on a Zoom call, like I am with you right now, and if I had my cell phone to my right and I had notifications coming in, you know, text messages or social media stuff, and I keep looking to the right as I'm supposed to be on the call, well, what I'm indicating to you is my telephone's more important than our conversation. And I'm constantly distracted. So, you know, things are still going to come into your phone, even if you put it away. Like, you know, we just clear the way, make sure you don't have the TV playing beside you. And because by default, we become concentrated by making sure there's nothing that gets to us.
You're right. And we pride ourselves on being multitaskers, but we're not doing anything effectively. Okay, number 2, overcome negative self-talk. I was my own worst critic growing up in life, in this industry, holding myself back. You see that happen all the time, but we can also free the way for ourselves.
Totally. We got to remember that our brains believe what it hears. One of my favorite quotes, the brain believes what it hears, not necessarily what's true. So you got to be careful what you feed it. And I always give the example, if you think of those classes you didn't like in high school, Dina, like what was going on in your mind just before you entered the class? You know, this is going to be long. I don't want to be there. This is going to be tough. I don't like this prof. Well, surprise, surprise. That's how it goes when you get into class, right? And if you think of the classes you loved, it was the total opposite. This is going to fly. I can't wait to see what we're going to learn. You know, you don't have to force yourself to focus. It just kind of happens. But think about it. We're dictating how it's going to go even before we're there. So our thoughts really do have a direct impact on our behaviors. And just by changing them a little bit, even if it's subtle, it can still have a great impact on the way we're going to interact.
With a minute left, I want to get in the last 2. Number 3, recover quickly, learn from setbacks, because we all fail.
Totally. So the quick thing I'll say about this is the secret of these great athletes is they're great at bouncing back. They make mistakes, but they are so great at getting back up. And I like to say that they have brains that operate like a GPS. You know, GPS will recalculate the route when we hit a roadblock, but we'll still get there, right? It doesn't complain. It doesn't find excuses. It finds solutions.
And uncharted territory is scary. You have this cool diagram. I actually posted it on Instagram where butterflies in the stomach, nerves, oh my gosh, they're going to get the better of me. How's about you think about them flying information, channel that energy to work for you. You say be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Well, totally. And being vulnerable, being uncomfortable is part of human learning. Like if you are set yourself a goal and you want to get there, you are here and you want to go there. And there's a gap in between the two, which we've never lived. So I like to tell people, celebrate vulnerability, celebrate being uncomfortable, because that means you're progressing, you're going somewhere. Typically, we're afraid of that. But when you see it as something constructive, something positive, you're more prone to dive deep into it and to accept the situation.
That's why you're a best-selling author. Train Your Brain Like an Olympian. Where do we get the book, Jean-Francois?
You can find it everywhere online, obviously on Amazon and Indigo. It's going to be in bookstores as well. And you can follow me online on Instagram, Twitter, so Thank you for the interview.
Oh, great tools. You're helping so many, especially how to get through these pandemic times as well, and these long winters. Love to you. Thank you so much. Over to Faiza, who's in for Melanie Ng this morning. Good morning, Faiza.